3-3 composition so far. No, 3-1-2. That kind of setup right here, right now. So I'm expecting Xeon Flux to actually swap on over to that other support. And in the meantime, here for Giant Lynx, it's going to be a 3-3 as well.
Ooh. Looks like Giant Lynx is actually going for the classic 3-3 right here. The Ryan Zarya D.Va staple front line, right? So, look at it. Incipient's Global Esports actually swapped back to playing the Zen instead of the Sombra right here from Xeon Flux. As you can see right now, Incipient's actually on the point right now, taking a chunk of damage right there on the Zia side. And they're just playing around the pillar and they're trying not to take spam on both sides of the team right now. And look at it. Look at Xenofly actually zoning a Saiyajin bot. Saiyajin God has to fall back right here and heal up.
Global Esports backing on out here, the all Singaporean squad showing their stuff after getting picked up here by the GE organization for contenders in the first place. Gonna be a brawl onto the point right now. Lilorax with a tag onto Rocket, gonna get a double kill so far. Global Esports making this one work, and they are getting the advantage, but Bello has the rally already. Can he turn things around? Fanny's looking for some snipes on the Zenyatta, but Azure in his face, the Lucio getting the boops ongoing, and here comes the Baby Diva now doing the damage that needs to be done. Lilorax trying to get a frag, but the Diva mech back into play, and Bello turning things around, but the fight isn't over yet. Giant Lynx keeping this one up. The only one left is Azure, and he's gonna be a crystal for himself. Gonna get shattered right there. Giant Lynx in the end with the initial capture.
Ooh, and look, putting his team on his back right there with the huge rally play. I think they actually 1v3 the entire set of Incipient's Zen right there with the big rally. Just charging into the tanks and just smashing them.
Yes. Dude, you're a little stuck in the past right now. Global Esports, remember, formerly known as Incipients. And let's get into this one. Honestly, Yuri is a Singaporean native, really familiar with these players, especially Old Org. But now let's get into this one. Rocket gonna be to the floor. Counter stun there from Bello, getting in the way, protecting his support along the way. Satchuk now almost gets spooked up, gonna get dropped. Sound barrier here coming on out from Azure as well. And this is gonna be Lilorax keeping the beam on going. 2 kills happen here for the side of Global Esports. Discord are up to Boombarapa. They get the takedown onto the Zarya, and Global Esports now with a damage advantage, making this one happen. Spots out the Baby Diva, gets the fell, and Global Esports with the capture on back.
Look, I think Global Esports right here, they're in a good position to defend this next one. They have the Transcendence up on the side of Xeon Flux, right? And Xenofly is back to buy some space and time for Satchuk to probably farm a Shadow or Lilorax to farm a Graph.
It's gonna be all up Satchuk right now if he can get the Shatter in time for the next fight or during the next fight. But a lot of delaying action, true Xenofly and Xenoflux's ultimate. Xenofly, of course, known for the Xeno Bomb, just able to get some kills out of nowhere. Getting in position, gonna be bashing on in. And looks like it's gonna be brawl off the point. Up the stairs, grab the surge now on the 4, Transcendence into play. And the grab bomb looking for a kill. Yes, it does! Saiyajin God making that one happen. Good charge there from Rodtung, getting the pin onto Satchuk, preventing the barrier into play. Xenoflux now knows this fight is over. Xenofly as well as the Lucio of Azure just try to still stay on, get a little bit of progress, gonna fall, and it is gonna be another flip on back, a back and forth action here on Oasis.
So Dugs, which team do you think is favored now since the point is now flipped back to the side of Giant Lynx?
I always favor the defense in many control maps. I don't know if it's a statistic or not, but it really feels like when you have home base advantage, it works out in your favor. Just need to stay on, but of course, spawns is not really in your favor this time. It's gonna be a rotation though. Look how quick Giant Lynx goes for the flip on back there. Now it looks like they're the ones on the attack. GE trying to defend the chokeway, and they do get the kill onto one. Lilorax with the tag onto Boombarapa. Here comes the trans right now, courtesy of Fanny's, keeping this fight on up. Lilorax though grabbed on Surge at the ready, has 100 energy to go. Here he comes, gonna get 3. Saiyajin God a little too late with the DM, and it's gonna be Global Esports now working with that one, making that one happen, and they get another flip. A good offensive effort there from Global Esports.
That was an interesting call on the rotation, right? But what do you think about the rotation? I don't think it was actually needed. They tried for the fancy flank shadow with Rotang right there, and it just got blocked by Satchuk.
Yeah, Satchuk still in the position, was in the heart of the offensive capabilities, just went for the rotation and he's like, oh, I can just turn around and block that one. Could have been great if they got Satchuk first, disabled him in some manner, but it is what it is. Now Giant Lynx is the one on the attack, the high ground taken here by Global Esports. It's gonna be Satchuk all by his lonesome, does have Xeon Flux behind him. Interesting, the Zenyatta still staying on the low, might be experiencing a little bit of discord into this one. Speaking of the discord, on the Xenofly right now, here comes the rally though, courtesy of Bubble Kitty, hammering the base away to get into the face. A shatter there, courtesy of Satchuk as well, and Global Esports in control of this one. When you get the stun like that, you're gonna be winning out in every fight.
Ooh, smart play by Incipients to sit on the high ground right there, to make sure that Rotang wouldn't be getting any free swings to the shadow right there. Rotang actually didn't get a shadow, which could have been big and instrumental if they played a low ground and the shadow connected.
So now, can Giant Lynx actually make it back up? Where is Rocket trying to come on over? But it's gonna be the thrusters of Xenofly in the way, and Global Esports gonna be getting the first point, 100-77. My friend, say it with me. Global Esports.
Global Esports, right?
Global Esports. Just a little bit of background of Global Esports. They have a number of teams. Indian organization with an India team has Pantheon Korea, who's in our group stage, I believe, as well. And yeah, they were in Contenders Pacific last time, but due to the changes, they'll be moving over to the KR region. But instead, picking up the formerly incipient squads through trials, getting the GE name back into Contenders Pacific, and they are in control of this one with the 1-point advantage. So this time University. And what do you like so much about University, man?
I like it. His fights are always tight in this one. Everything's happening in front of you instead of like City Center or the other maps, you know, fights could be scattered around. Like, see, everything is happening in the middle of the point. We know that's where the action is.
Maybe the hole in the floor though might work out in favor of either teams. You can expect either Xenofly or Cyajin God to go for the rotation down and up, get the med pack along the way. But the first blood does go in the favor of Boombarapa, takes care of Sachok. Ronsong now getting a trade on back, but still the advantage a little bit in favor of Giant Lynx. They have the position and they have a few of the frags. Azure though, good rotation, gets onto Bello, but in the end, just the bulk of Giant Lynx all over the point, and here comes GE already with another potential clash.
Ooh, look at the outcharge on the side of Giant Link, right? 67 on Rotdongza, 50 on Boomburpa, 60 on his Saiyajin God. Close to the out, and I think Incipins really has got to play the long haul and probably farm some outs before they take the full fight right here.
Global Esports now coming on over through to the center again. Here comes the Shatter though, courtesy of Rod, doesn't get 3, perfect set on up after the charge. And honestly, very opportunistic there from Rod. Saw his teammate get charged up. Okay, no one can block that. Go for the Shatter, make it happen, save your team, and just be the MVP so far. Giant Lynx able to hold on one more time. It looks like they've been hitting the books here on University.
I think Incipients has really got to go for a dry push to burn some outs on the side of Giant Lynx right here. Especially the Zarya grab and probably Saiyajin God's Diva Bomb right there.
Yeah, so this is gonna be the Global Esports squad trying to come on over to the left-hand side. They are close to the Shatter. Bubble Kitty gonna have your rally as well. Sachok now true to the center again. Rod now onto the right-hand side, and he does get the stun onto Rocket, but like a raccoon, gonna be the Transcendence of Panties coming on over instead. Counter self-destruct between the two grabs right now, gonna lead to a kill onto Lorax, and Giant Lynx really showing up today onto this map. Soundbar though, courtesy of Rocket, and it's gonna be Rod now dropping on down. Might be a big mistake right there, but still really enough focus fire onto Sachok to get the takedown again. Bello keeping this one up. Xenoflux on the center point, gonna get felled by Bello, who just turns around, gets a takedown. Giant Lynx completely in control of this one.
That's what do you think Global Esports needs to do right now in order to probably flip the point?
Yeah, it has to be a big bomb here from Xenofly, which can get set up by his team. Doesn't need to rely on, you know, just hoping for the best. They can go for potential pin or a stun onto the opposing Reinhardt. Just get in the way, force out the bubbles quite early. But really, the bomb might be the game changer here on the inside. Panny's able to rotate on out, and things look bad here for Global Esports. They lose Xenofly as he's out of the mech. A sound barrier here from Azure, not gonna be potent enough as Rod takes care of two. A rally now coming on out from both Brigittes, and here comes the mace, here comes the hammer, and here comes the brawl chivalry in full force. Bubble Kido backing on out, Xenoflux keeping this fight alive, and it's gonna be Ron putting up the barrier, trying to block the healing, but it just isn't enough. Lil Raps though gonna get caught by the stun, and Xenofly with an eat onto the Graviton Surge rather, but it's just not gonna be enough. Xenofly instead gonna look for some targets. Here comes Lil Raps now with a grab onto two. Panties though on point again with the Transcendence, and you can always expect Giant Lynx ready to go with the counterplay. They do take this one 100-0, complete flip the script here on University.
Wow, I don't think both of us saw that coming at all. Phenomenal play by Boom Burapa. Dude was constantly staying above 80 energy the entire final fight, you see. And he was like crushing the backlines of Global Esports, right? Him by himself ran onto two supports and almost killed both of them solo. Just that high shot Zarya.
And besides the big brain plays there from Rod, Panny's just keeping everyone alive, always ready to go with the Transcendence when Global Esports is trying to initiate. Now the GE Squadron gonna be still running the same thing, hoping for a different result. Gonna be the same thing here from Giant Lynx, and really Contenders action in full force. Gonna be the GOATs versus the GOATs, but this time on the C Center. And with a 3-3 composition between the two with the Reinhardt, how important will the jump pad be in this matchup?
I don't think the jump pad will come into play at all, really. And most Xenofly will just be sitting on the high ground next to the jump pad, denying, probably scouting for his team out right here.
Yeah. just not as useful right now with a melee brawl instead. And look at them, they're all on the left-hand side instead, just not fighting near the jump pad. It's usually the road less traveled. And speaking of the road, they're close to that one, but 3 kills already here for Global Esports. They get the good initiation, they spot them out just a step too early there from Giant Lynx, and they're gonna pay the price with 6 lives.
I think that was really a worth trade right there. 1 for 4, I'll take it any day, man. Sachok might have fell, but then they sweep the Giant Lynx there quickly.
Solid effort right now here from Global Esports, trying to make amends after that poor performance on University. Well, we expected a good settle up, a good back and forth. We didn't really expect a 100-0 kind of deal. But anyway, Sachok now holding on out in the front, trying to get a little bit of scouting along the way, trying to make this one happen, trying to see where the side of Giant Lynx is going to be coming from. But now he sees they're all out in front. Lil Rax backing out slowly, trying to get a little energy along the way, keeping the bubble though for the cleansing. He is at maximum now. He can do as much damage as he wants. See Influx with the snipe on Boombarapa, and Global Esports is gonna lose one though as Bubble Kitty gets charged on up. But you know who else is charged up? It's Lil Rax making this one happen. Has the grab for the surge. Will he pop it now for the staggers? No. Global Esports though able to hold on, but this time a little more held back, a little more passive, and just trying to still stay by the point.
I think Global Esports is definitely in favor here. Really, probably hold 100-0. Just look at the outs they have. They can just choke Giant Lynx right there, and Giant Lynx can't do anything about it. And Giant Lynx will have to burn the bleed. He's probably ultimates to even break the chokehold. Going on right here.
Sachok now going for the shatter, blocked up by Rod, and here comes the counter shot. They're gonna get to, forcing Xenoflux to go for the early chance just in time before he gets stunned on up. Good reactions there from Dizenyata. Bomb coming on over to the back, good pin, and Xenofly gonna get one. Even getting D-Mech onto Sayajin God, and also taking the D.Va out of the equation. Global Esports cleaning up, just showing everyone how it's done. Custodian DT in full effect, but a good move there from Rocket, gonna be dropping Lil Rax, and for the side of Giant Lynx, that's the biggest pick that they can do, resetting the energy of the Zarya.
That's probably big. Look at that. Look at how Global Esports know that without the Zarya, they probably can't contest this and hold choke. Now they're just backing off, buying space and buying time so that Lil Rex can join them in the fight again.
Yeah, might be a tough time here for Lil Rax though, because he's gonna be starting at bottom, hopefully trying to get back here as Xenofly onto the high ground again, scouting around, seeing where he can go for the pokes, and just gonna drop on down onto the D.Va. Interesting target prioritization here from Global Esports. Satchel now out in front. Here comes Ashen now, but a good Graviton Surge now coming on out from the side of Giant Lynx. Might be able to turn things around. No! The bomb doesn't get the sightlines thanks to the barrier of the map, and here comes the shatter from Rod, gonna get 3 instead. Can GE actually keep this one up? They've done well so far, but they do lose Bubble Kitty now, gets a D-Mech on the Xenofly as well. It does seem like the Singaporean squad has to say goodbye to the point, unable to get the 100-0. Giant Lynx at the last brink, able to get that team kill.
But give it to the side of Global Esports. They burn probably the 2 most crucial outs that they'll have to burn in that fight itself, which is Sayajin plus D.Va and Boombarappa's Graviton Surge right there.
That was such a good setup there from Giant Lynx, and so unfortunate they weren't able to follow up. But in the end, they did toss out a bunch of ultimates, so this can go in the favor of Global Esports because ult economy more or less similar coming on out for this next fight. Satchok though through the center again. Xenofly dashing on forward, gonna be on the high ground, always giving the information to his team, seeing the formation of the opposing squadron. Palace now really low. Can they actually get the kill? The rally is forced out as well as the chance. Here comes the shadow now from Rod, and here comes Xenoflux with the later one. So it does mean that Global Esports has an extra second to work with. They're gonna be setting on up to the left-hand side. Graviton Surge on the Rocket, get that takedown. Sound barrier coming on out, and Rod booms into the barrier, just gonna be able to protect his team. But here comes a Graviton right now from Boombarappa. Gonna lead to a kill perhaps? Yes, it does. But Lil Rax keeping the beam going, always at 100 energy in these fights. Global Esports gonna get the flip, and they are looking to take the win. Can they actually get one back for the side of Giant Lynx? No, Rocket too far off. That's gonna be the game. A 2-1 in favor of Global Esports.
Did great fights from both teams, right? I think the final grab was probably one of the only times I'd say a one-man grab probably saved them the entire game itself. They just needed one pick, and Lil Rex gave them the pick they needed to win the entire map right here.
Yeah, play of the game there coming on over to Lil Rax, just showing up with the Zarya right there, and you can always see, always at the 100 energy, so potent. Global Esports taking our first map, so our next one gonna be moving over to the moon. So we'll see if Giant Lynx can still orbit around Global Esports right now, or will Global Esports just shoot all the way to the heavens and get another match, get a match victory on their belt. So that was a really good back and forth there on Oasis. While we did see the GOATs, it really goes to show the high level there in Contenders action. Giant Lynx, Global Esports. We'll be right back in just a bit. Welcome back, guys. Gonna be map number 2 here in our matchup between Global Esports and Giant LYNX. This is still only the first day of the Asia Community Cup. Gonna be Group A, and we'll be doing Groups B, C, and D into the following ones all the way from Saturday today to Tuesday. So stay tuned for that one. So this time we're gonna be going to the moon. There'll be Horizon Lunar Colony for our matchup. And what do you expect here on this 2CP map, Yuri's?
Ooh, I don't know. I'm expecting some really spicy team compositions. Probably a Sombra, who knows? Maybe Orisa, Roadhog. Anything is possible on Horizon Lunar Colony. We have seen insane strats, probably like even Symmetra Orion strats, being put off on the first point just to get the point fast. Who knows really? Who knows?
I remember a bunch of OD games, just Symmetra all the way to the point, just win it out, just all through the center, right, on that first point. So quick, really good sightlines, a lot of options. And just a little fun fact about our community in the PH from Overwatch, it's when we have pugs, this is a meme that this is one of our favorite maps. It just became a thing. So many players knowing the variety of Horizon Lunar Colony, and that's what you can expect here on this matchup right now. But of course, you know what else is a tried and tested composition here on HLC? It's the 3-3 goats. It's the standard one with the Zen, with the Moira, with the Ana, whatever. Just Orion, Azaria, and everyone just running on through.
Do you think we'll see a Sombra? I think Sombra on first point might be big. It might be instrumental, especially on the defense side right here. There's so many health packs for you to use, and health packs are actually very important on this map itself.
I'm actually expecting maybe an Orisa Junkrat, also a stalwart staple on the defense here on HLC. It's a lot easier to defend off with a sniper in the backline. But don't never mind, here you go, 3-3. Goats composition coming our way. And let's go Global Esports on the defense. Giant LYNX on the attack. I'll be honest, guys. Watching that Oasis match, I already expected that it's going to be a Goats Fest. But it is what it is. There's two things right now. There's two reasons why these two squads are really focusing on playing the GOATs right now. It's due to the fact that in the contenders field, they've really been practicing this composition, so they're both really versed in it. And at the same time, maybe a little bit of saving strats for not only the main event of the Asia Community Cup, but also for their next matchups in Overwatch contenders itself. But Giant LYNX, when they coming on over to the left-hand side, same people, same composition. Let's get into this one. G versus Giant LYNX.
Look
Let's
at Xenofly. Xenofly is already up ahead scouting the composition, and now they know it's good. Look at how they're gonna play. Sacha is gonna try to choke them right here and probably make them use some abilities, put some early bubbles, to get past him.
Sachok still staying on. Xenofly already rotating to a safer distance. But in the meantime, Global Esports with a one map advantage, so if they do take this, they are going to be able to take the series outright. And they already take the first pick outright. Odds Bello, whip shot connecting. Going to be a takedown there. Courtesy Bubble Kitty, Xenofly with a quick assassination. So see how quick he moves already into the fray. Then out of it he goes. Cyanogen got DMAC. Rocket going to get felled as well. And Global Esports now with the push all the way into the cafeteria area. Going to be a strong showing here from the Singaporean squad.
Well, the Singaporean squad might have won that fight, but just look at Rotong's out. Rotong's actually 88%. That's like 30% up more than Sachok, right? And they might just be farming an Earth Shattered and probably trying to split them, and land a huge shatter on them to win the first point, right? Straight off the bat.
Yeah. Rod looking to get in position again. Well, he's close to the shatter, as you say. And if he gets the stun on now, that's gonna be pretty much game over, man. Game over. Can't really get the Transcendence if you initiate with the shatter, but it's gonna be all dependent here on Seeded Flux or maybe even Azure if they can get their defensive ultimates in time. Seeded Flux here, charging up the balls, trying to get as much damage as he can. He knows it's gonna be imperative to get the Transcendence. But anyway, here goes Lorax, so starting himself with the Graviton Surge, gonna get 3 kills. A drive push coming on out from Giant LYNX because they know this fight is over. And Global Esports again with the same pain train movement all the way through the cafeteria and back to the defensive position that they have in the first place.
Notice how much time and space Xenofly is actually buying for his team just by sitting up there, and scouting out the enemy for the side of Global Esports. He's actually doing nothing, remember? He's sitting up there, hunting out things. Giant LYNX is just wasting time trying to throw spam at him.
Yeah, it's not really gonna be as potent as it can be, but now Xenofly is ready with the bomb, and this time it's gonna be a little scary that he's up on top because everyone's gonna have to look up when they see the big flashing warning sign. Sachok though on the right hand side, keeping the third person perspective to see what's happening, and what the shatter completely whiffed. Just not really looking at the right side. I think Sachok was closed with one eye. It was only looking to the other side. They didn't get anything with that one, and this is gonna be Global Esports forced to play defensively because they don't have the stun anymore.
Look at what Xenofly is doing. He's sitting far back, trying to scout a good position to toss his mech in.
Xenofly actually get the bomb onto the bulk of Giant Lynx in the first place. Rondo onto the right hand side again. Here they come down the stairs, and they're gonna be on the right hand side. A really long rotation, so it takes them 40 seconds just to get back to the point. Might be a little bit of the bane, because it's gonna be a scuff fight right now between these two, as here comes the rally coming on out from Bubble Kitty as well as Bello. Giant Lynx trying to get in position, but there's so much spam and they can't get through to the center. Little Rax though onto the high ground, gonna get booped away, doesn't have too much energy right now, and this is Global Esports bluffing with a hand that they don't really have in the first place. Satchel still staying on close to the shatter already. Graviton into a bomb, Xeon Flux forced to go for the trans, and Xenofly though able to gets the bomb just in time. Panies with the tilt on the Bubble Kitty, but Global Esports with the advantage, just hammering away in CQC. They're more potent this time, and Satchel with the charge. Can he get the pin? Yes, he can! Rocket just gonna get thrust into the wall. Global Esports just taking their time, biding it, and taking another defensive victory.
Ooh, that stagger right there is probably gonna cost them probably like 15-20 seconds more, and they're just left to charge at the point in the last fight itself right here. But good rotations right there by instead of Global Esports. Just buy time, you know, just walk around and make sure they're forcing Giant Lynx to be the one pulling the trigger and using some abilities and ultimates first before they do themselves.
I feel like Giant Lynx taking way too long on that rotation. Could have taken advantage of the miss shatter of Satchel, but now he just erases it with the ultimate charge ready to go. Look at that. The shatter, the soundbar are both available here, and Global Esports can sustain into this one. But Satchel gonna move onto the right hand side, trying to give Rod an opportunity. Shatter though blocked there from Global Esports, and the be counter block here coming on out. So both Reinhardts unable to get these stuns in time. Transcendence though, courtesy of fans already keeping Giant Lynx in this fight with the healing. Graviton Surge though coming on out from Lil Rax, and it's gonna be another big one. Already high energy and high impact. Xenofly as well as Cyanogen God with the bombs, but Xenofly able to get to team wipe happening, and it's gonna be a full hold here for Global Esports. Just one tick away from a match victory.
I think the forward hold and choke really did them good, you know. They burned. I think they burned a good minute and a half, right? Just holding forward right there. Wow, that's actually big on the side of Global Esports.
Yeah. Knowing exactly how to rotate against their opponent, and just very smart. They don't chastise your teammate for missing an ultimate like that. They immediately move on over to plan B. Just quick little defensive rotation in position, just getting the choke, and Giant Lynx honestly falling for it. Could have actually gotten a little more offensive capabilities into that one, but it is what it is. Global Esports right now in control. It just needs one tick for victory. So will we actually see a cheeky composition here from Global Esports? Maybe a surprise Symmetra might work on out. Maybe something like an Junkrat or a Pharah. Just bombardment ongoing. Or we can just expect the stable, the tried and tested GOAT's composition. But Xeon Flux, again, thinking about it. Will he actually go on that Sombra?
But I think what side of Giant Lynx is gonna do, they're gonna do the same thing that Global Esports did to them, but this time with a Winston instead, just for the added mobility, you know?
Yeah.
And the bubble, so yeah.
I agree. Here in Horizon Lunar Colony already, there's a room for Winston, so maybe playing the Winston is a smart idea. But besides lore, the thing about the Winston, you can go on the high, on the low ground really quickly. Just rotate in, rotate out, and just be a pest on the walkways itself. While it's not going to be as potent on the point as well as the stairs, it's about intercepting and just initiating on your own. So a little more offensive capabilities here from Giant Lynx. Will it pan out, or will they just flounder to the oncoming Global Esports turn? So here you go. Global Esports actually going to be playing the Sombra instead of the Zenyatta. Xeon Flux gonna translocate on out and switches back immediately to the Zen. Sees the composition. Good scouting here from Global Esports.
So what do you think Giant Lynx needs to do right here, knowing the composition is 3-3? What's their win condition?
Giant Lynx has to get the dive on route. They need to actually get the focus earlier, and they need to initiate when Global Esports is at a disadvantage, both positionally as well as health-wise. Just facing off like this, just trying to go for some pokes, not really working out in their favor. Rod already really low, getting bounced around, even with the Harmony Orb into play. And for Global Esports, they tried to get that Winston, but it just isn't happening. The thing about, though, with the Flying Goats is if they lose the D.Va, it's going to be hard to protect the Winston. And if they lose the Zarya, that's going to be almost all the damage got in the first place. So who will Global Esports go first? Here comes the Discord Orb now into play. Xeon Flux backing on out just a little bit, getting the trans soon. And can he actually get an out before Bubble Kitty falls? So Bubble Kitty first and foremost, a strong independent Brigitte, able to get the rally in time. Xenofly with one, but gonna get traded on back instead. A brawl at the point. Gareth search now to put Lil Rax in his place. Xeon Flux though, Transcendence in response in the Primal Rage from Rod, just running on out. And Global Esports keeping this one up, getting their support ultimates just in time. Trance now coming on out, but Cyanogen God able to get the eat onto the Grappling Surge. Will the bomb be the one to save the day. No, it's not. Global Esports gonna take the win and gonna take the series, I believe, 2-0 this time.
GG,
Solid
GG's,
there,
I
folks.
agree. Dude. Those were some
Solid
huge
there.
goals plays right there, Dax. We anticipated from the start itself.
Yep, 3-3 is the way, but you will really see the struggle there from Giant LYNX to actually be potent with the Winston Diva. It's always like the Winston trying to initiate on his own because the Diva is too busy protecting the team. It's not really a case of coordination. It's more of just a little bit of different priorities, especially for keeping the teams alive. Global Esports though with a quick victory here onto